Alright, people, it's Farhan. Um, just to clarify one thing, because I've sort of been reviewing the videos that I've done previously, and it seems like I'm always wearing this and this. Um, this was a gift, and it's warm, and it's quite cold at the moment, and this t-shirt is one of my favourites. It has been washed between each video, just so you people don't think that I'm sort of really disgusting, but like I said, I'm based in a garage at the moment, and it is quite cold. Uh, right, so today I'm going to talk about dubstep. It's becoming a huge phenomenon right now, and I'm absolutely loving it. So you got people like Datsik, the obvious one Skrillex, who's a multiple Grammy winner, which I think is awesome, and Flux Pavilion, Next Hype, all the rest of these guys. You know, they're doing music proud right now. Knife Party and people like that, especially, absolutely fantastic. Um, But on the DJ side of things, I don't really get why there's a distinction between 70 and 140 BPM. If it's dubstep, yeah, I understand it's got that halftime feel, but can it really confuse software that much that it could think that it's at 140? Thoughts, comment, please. Video responses, what have you. Go for it. Um, yeah, don't understand it. Do not understand what the issue is with software. Also, if you are DJing in software and you're playing from 70 to 140 BPM, do you find that there's a slight lag in the 70 BPM track, or or the 140 BPM track is very slightly faster? If you've got a loop on and you've got it on for most of the track, you'll find that in the phase meter, you'll actually see some yellow if you're in Traktor. So it's very strange. I don't know why that could possibly be. It could just be a software issue. I don't know. Native Instruments, give me a shout. Let me know what's going on. I'm sure quite a few people are wondering, or whether it's just me being completely ridiculous or faulty software, whatever. Whatever the case may be. Yeah, there's a bit of an issue there. I've also found with a couple of people, well, a couple of DJs playing dubstep, that they will literally just drop the drop from the next track um, into the track that they're playing. I don't quite understand how that works. Why would you take away from the sort of major crescendo and the feature of a dubstep track by basically just mauling it and throwing it about, not really giving it the attention or respect that it deserves? I don't understand. I also don't understand why more dubstep DJs don't use effects. Dubstep is a very versatile genre of music. Um, it's very technical to create. You need a lot of skill. You need to know exactly what you're doing. Not that you don't need to know what you're doing with any other genre of music before anyone picks up on that, but there are so many processes going on at the same time, so many things to consider. Um, why not just throw something in of your own? You know, make a track your own, make a mix your own. If you're doing a mixtape, like one that I picked up in Camden a couple of weeks ago, the guy was just playing from track to track. You know, there was nothing great or inspirational about what he was doing. I mean, don't get me wrong, the track selection was impeccable, absolutely fantastic, but the way he was mixing, didn't really see much point in him putting out a mixtape. There were very few techniques involved. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I don't know. Does it seem like a DJ just plays music? I don't know. Strangely enough, I wrote my research report on it. Research report slash dissertation sort of thing. It was talking about the fine line between DJing and production, which is very relevant to these blogs actually, uh, or vlogs, video blogs, what have you, whatever they're called. Um, yeah, what do you think the situation is between DJs and producers. Is a producer a DJ? Is a DJ a producer? Could you argue that software like Ableton enables producers to become DJs? Because let's be fair, at the moment there is really no money in production unless you are very, very well respected in your genre, and you've got, endorsements and record deals and all the rest of it. But with illegal downloading in its current state, where are we really going to be standing in the next couple of years? So, personal opinion, um, DJing is pretty much the only way forward. And as many free gigs as I've done over the last year, year and a half, um, most of the gigs that I've played have been paid. Where with the music that I'm actually creating, no one's interested. Um, I've got a SoundCloud. It's soundcloud.com/Phoenix-entertainment. Check it out. I don't really get any hits from it. I don't really get any interest from what I'm doing. It's all hype on Twitter about my gigs and about my DJing that's actually getting me recognized. So if you've got record labels and publishers and all the rest of it, and DJ agencies following you on Twitter, it has to mean something more than if you're trying to promote your music and you're not getting record labels following you. I don't know, as in because of your music. So it's very strange. I've been hearing rumors about the new Native Instruments hardware. It's called the F1. I've seen trailers of the DJ Shifty video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Um, or chances are, by the time this is uploaded, it might even be on sale. You never know. But there are a lot of options. With Ableton Live, you can use something like an APC 20 or an APC 40 or the equivalent Novation hardware, Launchpad or what have you, and you can control the software with that piece of hardware. It just becomes something completely independent in and of itself. You are a walking, talking, one-person show, and having that sort of freedom and creativity is immense. I've only got 4 sample banks, as in, sorry, 4 sample players on each side in Logic, which gives me 8 samples in total. But I don't use those. It's more a creative streak of throwing in samples from tracks that I'm probably not even going to play. It's like putting in "Dirty Bit" from the Black Eyed Peas, or putting in the Barbra Streisand vocal clip. Just these sort of one-shot things that you might play later, or you might not, but it's just a teaser. It could be that it could mean the difference between you being a DJ, just sort of playing to the background, and you being recognised for what you're doing. Madian's done a track called Pop Culture. Check it out. Absolutely fantastic track. It's worth a listen, and he's using, I think it's a Launchpad, um, just to throw in these one-shot samples. I mean, he's got Daft Punk, he's got Kylie Minogue, all sorts. I think it's something ridiculous like 50 tracks that he's sampled, and it sort of shows the immensity, the degree of creativity that you can actually express, and the kind of music that you can create when you're using this type of software. It really is incredible. I went to a workshop just about digital DJing and production, all that sort of thing. And using something like Ableton Suite, you can produce in a similar way as you do in stuff like Logic and Pro Tools, and that you would in FL Studio and software like that. But you can save all of your mini creations as blobs, and play all these things out individually. And it's actually really cool, some of the stuff that you can do. If you're a producer or a DJ and you haven't looked into something like Ableton, I would look into it. And I think, from what I've seen and read on YouTube and on the Native Instruments website, that you can sort of you can MIDI map or you can MIDI sync Tractor to Ableton, so you can run both of them simultaneously without needing anything like the bridge that you've got in Serato. So why not try it out? Is it that DJs are scared? I think that a lot of people don't really want to experiment as much as they could, just because the general public want to hear music that they've already heard. They want to be familiar with the surroundings and with the music, just so that they're comfortable. Um, if that's the case, then why not just go to a pub and listen to a jukebox, or why not have a jukebox in bars, uh, so that the music that's playing is playing. It's just kind of a playlist. If you want, you can put your couple of quid in and you can request a couple of tracks, what have you. But why are DJs just becoming a bar culture sort of deal? Because DJs have been common in clubs since Chicago house was first around, and disco and all the rest of it. Because jukeboxes just really weren't up to the job. So yeah, I don't get it. If you're going to be a DJ, push boundaries, experiment. Why can't it just be a mad mixing pot of just everything you want to play? Yeah, fair enough, you have to cater to the crowd and read the crowd and what have you. But every now and again, just throwing something really, really unexpected and see how they react. Make it a mash up, as in mash it into whatever you're playing, or just do something drastic. But try it. Don't be scared of this sort of thing. That's my opinion anyway. Um, right, I think I'm going to leave it for this video, but I will see you guys next time. Rate, comment, what have you, pass the message around. No insults, please, but constructive criticism. See you guys in a bit.